welcome to our little show tonight. We are so glad y'all are here. I am Fannie Braggart. This is my husband, Jimmy Braggart. We're the Braggarts.
That's right, friends. I know some of you is probably busy doing other things, like maybe watching them their monster truck rallies or looking through the Sears catalog or something like that. We want you to put that right down and join our show. I know there's other ones out there that ain't doing some things they're proud of. You know, they might be out there fornicating, maybe fornicating, doing the kind of things you ain't proud of, guilty of debauchery, wantonness, and different kinds of lustful behavior and sinning. Or maybe it's just a housewife at home clean up after one of them their pestilences or famines, something like that. Well, whatever it is she's been doing, put everything down and come over here and watch this show. Because we got a lot of things to tell you about, friends. We're going to talk later about Fannie's new record album, which is coming out. She's ecstatic about that. We'll tell you all about how her career got started. But first, friends, of course, we got to mention our products, which are available through our ministry in the do-it-yourself home healing kit, which is available only through my ministry. What's in the kit, friends? A whole bunch of things that helps you to do your healing at home without access to no evangelist what's talking over the TV. You don't have to put your hands on the TV. You don't have to go to Tulsa. You don't have to go to no faraway place.
You can stay right there in the privacy of your own home.
That's right. We're going to tell you how to get that a little bit later on the show, but first we want to tell you a few of the items that's in there, just to remind you. We got, of course, our Revolutionary Bible, which is peculiar only to our ministry, the Scratch and the Sniff Bible. That's right, friends. You open this here Bible and read your favorite passage, scratch the margin of that there page, and out of that Bible will come the aroma, whatever passage you happen to be reading. If you was reading about the burning bush, you're going to get a whiff of that bush burning mesquite smell right in your face. If you was reading about Genesis, where there's a tree of knowledge, you're going to get a nice tree and maybe a little bit of a fruity smell coming out of there as you scratch that margin of that there page. Whole bunch of other aromas.
You know, no other ministry ever offers this kind of thing.
That's right. You read about the unclean spirit, friends. We got them all in here. You read the unclean spirit, you scratch the margin of that page, you're going to get one of the strongest odors like to make you throw up. Very realistic items are included in this Bible. Scratch and Sniff, available only through my ministry. What else we got? We got our Christian cookbook. That's right, friends, our Christian cookbook, Cooking with Myrrh. That's right. What's in our cookbook? All the recipes that Christians have been wanting to have printed in front of their eyes for a long time, including the authentic recipe for the Last Supper. Right. What did they have at the Last Supper? We got it all in here. What other kinds of things? Your favorite Christian items like
your weeping and gnashed potatoes.
Right. Your cherries of Galilee.
Your Pontius Pilate's punch.
Right. Your Last Temptation of rice.
And your Abraham on rye.
Right, all them kind of things. Your holy mackerel. Was there anything we missed, honey? I think we got most of those.
Yep.
Well, maybe you mentioned your wheat and mashed potatoes, didn't you? You did that already. Yeah. Oh, and your Augustus Caesar salad. That's a new thing we just added in the latest edition.
You remembered.
That's right. I thought I might have forgotten that one. What else we got besides our cookbook, Christian cookbook, Cooking with Myrrh? Whole bunch of other items, friends. We got our 10 Commandments tape. That's right. 10 Commandments tape, which tells you how to lead a Christian life. For example, all kinds of practical problems. How do you find a home in a Christian neighborhood with no money down? All them hints are contained in here. What do you do if you come home and your son or your daughter is worshiping a golden idol?
Or worse yet, a Billy idol.
That's right. Or suppose you come home and your little dog Scupper. You've had this little pet for maybe 10 years, is staring at you. His eyes are now red. Used to be nice and brown. They're nice. Now they're all red, looking at you and staring at you. You come in the door of that house, you know that dog is now possessed by Beelzebub. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that little puppy? Well, my 10 Commandments tape is going to tell you how to solve them kind of problems. Also included in my kit, friend, the Rock of Ages. And as you know, we use the rock for stoning. That's right, stoning Christians, what's sinning. But remember, friends, like the Bible says, let him who is without sin cast that first stone. So before you throw this stone at a Christian what's sinning, you make sure you ain't got no sin on you.
Let me tell you, friends, here's how you do it. You take a minute and you just look
just check yourself out. Make sure
everywhere.
You ain't got no sin. Then you let that sucker fly right at that Christian what's sinning and smote him with that there rock.
Smote him.
That's right. We also got our spray, our home deodorizer spray, which we found the inspiration for this, as you can see,
from the chapter of Malachi.
That's right. In the book of Malachi in the Bible, you'll find this product is mentioned. Let us spray. And we use this on your gnats, your flies, your silverfish, and also as a hairspray. My wife can show you here how that can work for a beautiful hairspray. That'll keep a beehive hairdo through a number 6 hurricane for sure.
And ladies especially, it's especially good for those special feminine needs.
That's right, friends. This can be used for almost anything. Also good as a good home adhesive in the hobby shop. So, friends, that's also included in our kit. What else we got? We got our patch. That's right, our eye patch. What's it for? What would a Christian want with an eye patch? Well, I'll tell you, a Christian what reads his Bible will find that the passage in the Scripture that says, if thine eye offend thee, gouge it out. Well, what's a Christian going to do after he's gouged his eye out and he's got that unsightly opening in his face where it might be some pus and blood coming out? Well, you put on this eye patch. Looks right.
Isn't that beautiful?
And that'll cover up that unsightly opening that's left.
That is a personal
after
favorite of mine.
you gouge your eye out. We also got in our kit our healing crystal. We're going to go on later, maybe explain some of the uses of the healing crystal. Fannie can tell you, but this crystal you want to use for all them small kind of ailments you got around the house to take care of it. That crystal will take care of those kind of things. Maybe, something like a cold sore, some nasal discharge, some eye slime, that kind of thing. We'll tell you later many other uses of that. Matter of fact,
constipation's my favorite.
That's right, almost anything this crystal. But first, friends, of course, we got to have a commercial before we go on with our show, and we'll be back right after this commercial. So
don't
please,
y'all go nowhere, because we're coming back. We
Stay
got
right
a
here.
special show. So come on back. Come on back. We'll see you. Don't go away. Come on back.
I wonder if Wink Martindale is dead or alive. Honey, is Wink Martindale dead?
does that ever happen to you? A celebrity name comes up, and you honestly can't remember if they're living or not. And what's worse, your friends don't know either.
Wink Martindale? Gee, honey, I don't know. I just don't know.
But now, we've got the answer for you. Just call our dead celebrity number, and an experienced obituary specialist will answer your question right away. That's right, just dial 1-900-DEAD-CELEB.
Hello? Yes, can you tell me, is Wink Martindale dead? He is? Gee, thanks. I had no idea.
Yes, it's the dead celebrity number. $2 plus toll charges, if any. Call us now or anytime. We're there waiting for you 24 hours a day.
Hello? Is Charlton Heston dead? How about Merv Griffin? Dinah Shore? Really?
Yes, that's 1-900-DEAD-CELEB. Call us right away.
I had more.
Oh,
Hi, friends. We're
Welcome
back. We're back. Welcome
back.
back, and thank you for staying with us. I'm Fannie Braggart. This is my husband, Jimmy Braggart. We're the Braggarts.
Now, like we promised you, friends, we was going to talk tonight again, as we have in the previous show, about Fannie's new album, what's coming out, and her entire singing career, which has begun to skyrocket, as you can tell. For those of you who don't know, Fannie, next week, will be appearing at the 7-Eleven in Victorville between the hours of 9 and 11.
Yes.
So that sort of as one of her first performances. So if any of you folks want to see her live and in person, you'll be able to get autographs of Fannie when she's there. But for now, we want to tell you a little bit about her history, what she's like before she met me, of course. I've already talked on previous shows that in the past, Fannie was not associated with any particular religion. And the most you could say about her, though, is that she was a harlot. That's right. Guilty of fornication, fornication, you name it, she done it. She's raised. Where was you born, honey?
I was born in Barstow.
That's right, born in Barstow.
But I was raised in Needles.
Raised in Needles. And her pa, of course, came to an unsightly and sad and tragic end very early in her life. He beat up on her quite a bit, but of course, he died. What was that? What happened?
Well, he fell off a bar stool
That's right.
in Barstow.
Fell off a bar stool and died in Barstow. A bit of a heavy drinker, from what we understand. And the ma, of course, at a very early age, tried to kill her. Tied a millstone around her neck, tried to float her down the Colorado River. What happened in that case, honey?
Well, some old lady was knitting on her porch, and she threw some needles out and stuck it in it.
What? The fella come out there.
Oh, well, that was after.
Oh, I
well, okay. I was saved by a sailor.
That's right. I try to get.
Let's all bow our
I
heads
try
and say
to get
amen.
Fannie to stop with her mendacity. You understand what mendacity being? Lying. She has this tendency to kind of color her past. What happened there is a sailor come on that.
Lucky?
That's right. He pulled you out of the water. And then
an ollie pull.
That's right. And she then for a number of years after that, what you doing? What you doing to pass your time?
Well, I was singing, and I've been singing in Barstow and Needles, and
Yeah.
in 1985, I was
Well, let's
Miss
hear it.
Needles.
That's right. She's
Then
elected Miss Needles.
And then I was Miss Date Palm, and then I was Miss Escrow.
As you worked for a real estate company, as I
was
recall.
indeed.
They elected her Miss Escrow. That was the last big title that she
was it.
held. So she knew all along that she had some talent.
And now I'm working for the Lord.
Yeah, that's right. I rescued her. Of course, as you know, I was in my motel here, the Motel 666 in El Segundo, praying to the Lord. Lord spoke to me on the phone
Our vigil.
and said, he said, Jimmy, I want you to find the most beautiful woman and spend a vigil of 40 days and 40 nights in your motel room with her in honor of the Lord. And of course, I did that. I stepped outside my motel room, and there she was. She had come to L.A. trying to
waiting
improve.
under a street light.
Right, just here working on her musical career and all that, some such sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Now, when she's young, of course, she's a sinning. She used to, well, she had, oh man, let's talk
Well,
about
I
all
was
them
wearing
things.
rouge.
Wearing
I was
rouge.
reading big city kind of magazines, your Vogue, your
Probably even
Elle.
had some of them designer jeans.
I had some
Whole bunch
design,
of
and I
them.
was coveting. I was heavy
Yeah,
coveting.
give us a list of things you was coveting. The folks
I
might
was
want to hear.
coveting. I was coveting high-heeled, spike-heeled
That's
shoes,
right.
stilettos.
And she at one
Stilettos.
time wanted to
When you
drive
put 'em
a
on-
foreign car.
Let's all just.
She had great desire to drive a foreign car.
Let's all bow our heads.
I believe she wanted perfume. Of course, she wanted a beehive hairdo, something fierce. She
And
told
I
me
was
that.
coveting my neighbor's square dancing skirt, real heavy.
Right.
It had the lace and the little pretty.
And
let's all
here's
bow
a
our
woman
heads
what's
and
been stoned a
save
lot
me
by
from the-
Christians. She related to me that on a number of occasions, Christians had gathered around where she was and just hurled stones at her, trying to punish her for the sin she was committing. And now, well, she's been saved since she met me. And aside from doing some of that work on the 976 number with them graphic kind of things you talk about on the telephone,
Hi, big boy.
that's all over
What do
with
you
now.
wear?
That's all over with now. You're a Christian. You haven't been doing that sort of thing. And you want to tell us, part of the healing process we used with Fannie was the crystal. We used the healing crystal on her. And one of the things that, in fact, if we got that footage, let me ask Mr. Director, if we got that footage of Fannie,
Louis,
the
Mr.
time,
Director.
that's right, when she swallowed that there, throat up a snake. That's what happened.
And this is
That'll
true
happen with
footage.
that's right, a sign of possession by Beelzebub is that a person will throw up a snake. And you'll see in this footage, which we saved, we just happen to have this on videotape of Fannie and him. If we can hear this, we can talk over this maybe while they're rolling it. Would you please, Mr. Director, roll that if you got it? Yes, you do. There she is. She's having a normal meal, but now, what was it with you, honey?
What? Well, look how different I was.
See?
Oh my.
You
No.
can tell now that there's that snake, what's coming out of the side of her.
No.
Now that's in reality, that's Beelzebub, but of course you take the form of a snake.
Oh my goodness, no.
And as you can see, she's having a little trouble passing that.
Oh.
That-
Oh.
you must have been a trying ordeal for you, wasn't it?
Well, it's just.
Now what she needed here, friends, was the healing crystal from my kit, but of course, not being aware there was a snake inside her, I didn't recommend that she use it. Now here it comes. We got to pass that snake. This is a very painful process.
It was,
you can see it took a lot out of her. There it is. Now you get to see exactly what that looked like on the plate. That was in there.
yes.
Now that's Beelzebub. You're looking right at his face. That's
Save
Beelzebub right
me,
there.
save me.
Now this is what happened after she recovered. Throwing up that snake, we got rid of it, I believe. Where did we do that?
We did.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
not
she's having a bowl of
curious.
cereal. Now notice what she does. She's having the cereal, enjoying herself, but she remember feels a little bit of a desire of a snake coming on. She pulls the crystal out.
There's my magic healing crystal.
Right, and that keeps that snake down. So if there is a snake in there, then it won't be bothering you.
Available only at our special ministry.
That's right. Look
Right
at that.
here at the Reverend Jimmy and Fannie Lay's special
Right.
ministry.
Now
Look
there
at
is
that
a
here.
happy. Look, she thinks it's coming on again.
Ah, but
with
she's
that crystal
happy.
up there. We recommend that very much. You got a child, for example, at home with projectile vomits. Keep that crystal right nearby, because sometimes a child can cough up a wiener, maybe send it across the room 30, 40 feet a 2nd, maybe injure somebody. Use that healing crystal to prevent that kind of occasion.
Isn't that good?
Now, what else
So
do you use
that's
that
what
healing
this-
crystal for, honey? I've
Oh
forgotten
my
some.
goodness! Well, like we said, eye slime,
Yeah.
you know, and if your nails are kind of soft, this will make them real hard and brittle, and
Right.
you can just, just.
And they
way
can be
you
used
can-
for almost.
You know how when you
get rid
like,
of somebody.
let's all bow our heads and pray. Lord, I'm
head
sorry
on your
for
body.
the.
Was that what you-
Well, I had, and before I knew the Reverend Jimmy, I had a tattoo, and I just put this baby right.
What was that tattoo that you had?
Well, it was, the one with. Well, let's all bow our heads.
That was a butterfly tattoo.
Lord,
she was
save
a
us
sinner. This is a place
from
to
the
admit it on
tattoos.
television. You confess it in front of your friends here. She had one of them butterfly tattoos, and of course, my crystal got that right off. Took it right off the epidermis.
Praise him,
Ain't no
praise
sign left of that sinful life now that she's been saved. Now, we got to go to another commercial briefly here, and then we're going to come back and show you some cuts of the singing that Fannie's been doing lately. We, of course, taped her singing all number of songs, and you're going to see a selection of those. And then from that whole bunch of taping, we selected a bunch to put in her album, which we recorded, which we're offering through our ministry. So if we can have that commercial that's due up now,
Mr.
we'll come back and tell you
Director.
all about Sandy's singing career. But first, we got to see. We've got that stuff on there right now. Fannie singing. Go ahead, Mr. Director, roll that right through. This is Fannie singing a whole bunch of songs.
I sure hope you like it. Y'all watch this. It's really. Hey, good looking! What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? They say that happiness is just a guy called God. I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. And welcome back, friends. Wasn't it good? Tell
a
them all
beautiful
about it, and
example
we'll
of-
tell you everything about my songs and my album.
And that's just a few, friends. As we said, this album contains almost every song ever recorded. That's a mighty ambitious undertaking. We did some of this shooting in Needles, in downtown Barstow, whole bunch of location shoots that we get into. And it, as you can see from the music on there, it's nothing but the highest quality cuts. We could even give you a sample more. Or what do you feel like doing a few more?
Well,
Sometimes
you know.
she's kind of shy about performing in public because
Well, my favorite Willie Nelson song, "On the Ark Again."
That's right.
I just can't wait to get on the Ark again.
that's so full of that their spiritual
I
value.
love making love with my friends and.
Yeah, how
Let's
about
all-
the other
let's all bow our
about the
heads and-
big traditional ones like your jingle bells?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Somewhat in a lighter vein, yeah. How about that there movie, that scary movie, that one used to do the theme song?
Psycho.
Yeah, the theme. Well, that's a frightening piece of music, but that's included in the album because
Beat
it's one of.
beat it.
Yeah, that's another one.
Come on, baby, won't you beat it?
That's right.
Beat it.
What
Let's
about
all
the
bow
one
our
about
heads and pray.
Big Spender? That's another one that was
Surfer.
another favorite of mine.
Ba 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 ba. Hey, big spender.
right.
Ba 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 ba.
I believe you was
Which
humming
reminds
that
me,
when we met.
I have my
What the hell?
down in
I
here.
see. That's right. Oh, we forgot
We
when we was
forgot.
mentioning the
This
products.
is my personal odorizer.
That's right. We forgot the personal Christian home odorizer.
That's right. I
Hold that
just
up to
keep
the
it,
camera,
you know,
honey, so
right
they can
down-
see what it is.
Right down here, my
See, that
I love
says on there, I love Jesus odorizer. Now, what kind of odors do you find on that thing?
Well, gosh, you can have your Cedar's the lesbian, your
Right.
tree of knowledge.
And your beef, lamb, or fowl odor, any of them kind of things.
Isn't it good?
That's to keep your body smelling nice. Say you got a little bit of odor problem in your cleavage or in your pits, someplace like that.
Whoops.
That there
Whoops.
odorizer will do it.
So
Where
I
do you yours
I
there?
just keep it right
down there.
in there.
That's right.
Sometimes Jimmy will borrow it. He'll
Yep.
just reach on in and I'll give
This
it to
kind of
him.
thing is real convenient, friends. I recommend it highly. And
Right
that's
in the
included in
corner
our kit.
where you are. Right
That's
in the corner where
Now,
you
maybe we
are.
should get right to that, honey. We got to show you some of the cuts from that album, friends. We just have a few minutes of it. This is the final version. It'll show you some of the song titles and stuff like that, what you can expect
you
to see.
be my neighbor.
Almost everything like that.
A 16 record album treasury. But
right.
come on, we ought to show it to
Right.
them.
Let's have that. Go ahead and right ahead and roll that if you're ready, Mr. Director.
I'll
You
do
can right into
it.
rolling Fannie's new album.
You'll love this, gang. You're just really going to love it. It's really wonderful.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and grief to bear.
Yes, friends, here she is, your friend, Fannie Lay Braggart, singing all your old-time Christian favorites.
Everything to God in prayer, rock of ages.
And now, for the very first time, you can own this treasury of classic Christian favorites.
Stand up,
Yes, it's that old-time religion as only Fannie Lay can sing it to you.
the cross. Shall we gather at the river?
It's the album you've all been waiting for. Fannie's favorites are now available on not one, not two, but 16 long-playing stereo records. This album is an encyclopedia of music history, as Fannie sings her version of almost every song ever recorded.
Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet again.
Yes, sir, that's right. Fannie Lay Braggart is singing every song ever recorded. Songs like Amazing Grace, In the Sweet By and By, Shall We Gather at the River, the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and that all-time, old-time Christian favorite, Happiness is Just a Guy Called God. Yes, friends, all these songs and many, many more are available to you only in this special 16 record album offered for the first time on television anywhere. And in just a moment, we're going to tell you how you can own this treasury of sacred and secular Christian favorites.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Yes, friends, if you can name a song, it's probably on this album. Your Tammy, your Mammy, your Party Doll, your Lucille, your Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and your theme from Jeopardy.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get them peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get that eye?
Now, to get your 16 record album treasury of Christian and secular favorites available only through this special TV offer, just get a pencil and paper and get ready to write down the number we're going to give you. Then go to your phone and take advantage of this fantastic offer right away, because the supply of Fannie Lay's 16 record album is limited. This is the one and only time we'll be making this TV offer. This album is not available in stores and is never going to be available anywhere else but on this special one-time TV offer.
Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll
Do that one
about,
do you think I'm sexy? Do that, do you
Hi,
think
friend. Do you think? Welcome back. Welcome to our show.
yes, friends.
I'm so glad you watched my album. It's for sale, only $66.66 cash. But Jimmy's going to tell you all about all the extra things.
That's right.
And the postage and the handling and everything.
Now, remember, friends, this 16 record album is not available on cassette or CD. We don't use it in the newfangled kind of things. This is available only on your good old-fashioned 33 1/3 RPM long-playing stereo records with them two grooves.
Because we believe those will never go out of style.
Them will always be with us. And this 16 album set's heavy enough to anchor almost anything. Put it on your mantelpiece or anything else like that. It'll look mighty attractive in your home. Also, I should tell you that it is not available in stores. I guess that goes without saying. You ain't going to buy this down there at Thrifty or any of them other places. Or through one of them there, what's them Oregon record companies that offers them?
Tower Records
Yeah.
or Sam Goodies or
Right. And of
right
course,
here, friends. In fact, maybe we'll show them where the number you can call and the price you will pay.
yeah, that's right. Well, also we remind you that no matter when you send this, call this number, it's going to take 6 to 8 months for delivery. That's right. We also need 6 to 8 months for delivery. And friends, by the way, with the postage and handling charges being as high as they are, you're going to have to include a postage and handling charge for the whole thing of $100. So include that in the cost. So what does it come to? Well, you include the postage and handling charge of $100 and the cost of the album, it comes to $166.60. I believe that's the final total we arrived at, $166, what's the name?
For that
Can we
incredible
see that, Mr.
treasury
Director?
of
That'll get you your
every
record album,
song,
$166.60. And by the way, that's cash only. No
every
credit cards,
recorded
no
cash.
checks.
We don't want the crumpled crawling. What don't we want?
Well, we don't want to make a lot of noise with coins, honey. We want the falling whisper of leaves. That's right. That's cash only, friends. Money orders are not accepted, nor are stamps or anything.
Oh, I remember. We don't want the raucous clatter of coins.
That's
we
right.
want the quiet falling whisper of leaves.
That's right. So your total cost of that. Now, we should mention, what else have we mentioned about the album, honey? Well, the whole healing kit. We sometimes forget about that. If you want the whole healing kit, friends, that's a total cost of $666.60. That, or $666. That, we should tell you, includes your Scratch and Your Sniff Bible, your Cooking with Myrrh cookbook, your Rock of Ages for stoning Christians with
Ten
sinning.
Commandments tape.
Your 10 Commandments tape, How to Lead a
My
Christian
personal
Life.
favorite.
Your personal-
Let us spray.
Let us spray. And of course, if you wanted to do, was there anything else we forgot? Oh, your personal home deodorizer.
That's right.
Your deodorizer,
My
which you keep
personal
in there.
home odorizer.
Right, and the healing crystal.
All in our kit. And my album is separate. We're going to have to close it up, friends. We
Yeah.
got to go for this
In the
week.
meantime, why don't you sing us a few
Remember,
more songs,
send
man?
us your money and we will pray for you. Hey, good looking.
That's right. Do a few more.
What
Do that one.
you got cooking?
Do you think I'm?
If you think I'm sexy,
Yeah, that was a good-
don't you want my body?
That's right.
Jimmy
And
loves when
another
I
one might
sing that one.
sing.
Volare.
Yeah, that's a nice one too. How about Where the Boy? Yeah, I always like that one. As you can see, friends, every song ever recorded is on that album. And we got to close now, but remember, send in your money. Pass the buck to Jesus. That's one of the most important things to remember.
Remember, friends, just
And
dial
we'll be seeing you again
1-900
soon,
Savior.
friends.
Bye.
1-900-SAVIOR is the number to call to get all them items. Can we see that, Mr. Director?